Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Clay Chetahari. A lot has happened ever since the last time that I was here. Now I'm here as Mrs. Moteli and Mami Ira.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so glad you guys could come onto my page. I know that you have dearly missed me and I have equally missed you. So when I started this YouTube channel, I had the desire to really show my background, my journey, not just to the people that know one or two things about me, but for my children. I had this desire, and I knew that the only way to show them the journey that I have taken is through technology, because this is what our children are going to be surrounded with, involved with, and I found this a perfect spot. Along the way, I started to share a few things here and there because now you know the pressure of YouTube. You have to post it weekly, you have to post occasionally, you just have to post something. And because of my busy schedule, I found it quite challenging to sit down and have these videos shot. I took a step back and I was fully involved in my work. For those of you that don't know, I work with Get Quick International. We are a logistics company, fully licensed and registered here in Dubai, and among doing so many other things with Get Quick International as a company holistically. So among the things we offer is shopping and shipping, tours and travel, real estate, personal shopping. I have enjoyed all of it, and definitely I still am. Now, what brings me back here today to this YouTube channel? To connect with you, to give you a whole year's update. How many years has it been?
Almost like 4 years now.
4 years. So we literally have a toddler walking around, is able to communicate, has friends, has gone to school. A lot can happen in 4 years. Well, so many good things can happen in 4 years. A lot of challenges can happen in 4 years. A lot of achievements can happen in 4 years. And just like for everybody else, it's been the same case with me. I have been at it, life, working, engaging with the family, doing God's work, making sure I share scripture here and there whenever I can, and of course just living life at my own terms really, and as long as I'm not harming anyone, enjoying it. So I got married to a wonderful man. Now I have a baby, super blessed to have her, and I tell you something, I look at life much differently right now. I appreciate what God has done in our lives. I appreciate the stages that we have. We go through so many phases in life and we're not able to appreciate them simply because we have not been able to reflect where we have been and probably even where we are going. Or even still take a pause and see where we are. Friends, I'm at a phase in my life where I have nothing but gratitude, nothing but empathy, nothing but love for everyone that I meet, literally. So I started working at a really young age, at about 9 years old, and life was all about get it, go for it, the next chapter, the next thing, the next thing. I worked on UBC, which was UTV then. I then went to NBS, I then went to NTV, and that is the point at which I came to Dubai. And so my life has always been on a busy, up and down. Again, like I say, life on my own terms. Until I got married. A lot of people say, oh, marriage is not an achievement, marriage is not, no, it is. It is. Because marriage, it's a God-given. And every level that we get to, God gives us an insight. He gives you wisdom to know how to maneuver and how to handle a certain problem. See, a lot of people say that God cannot give you what you cannot handle. And we know it for sure. God cannot give you what you can handle. And when God gives you something, He gives you the wisdom, the grace, and the will, and the zeal to go about it. So how then are we having the same achievement if I'm married and you're not? Okay, I know this is going to be very controversial, and I'm here for it. But I want you to hear me out. Because of the fact that indeed God cannot give you what you can't handle, and He will give you the grace. That means that He has already given me the grace to be able to handle this union, this form of worship that He has already given me. And so being in that place whereby you have to submit as a wife, remember, still we are reminded that we need to submit towards a mission, and a head should have the mission and the vision of the home. So we have to sit down and see what is our mission, what is our vision as a family, and how are we moving on. See, that's already wisdom alone that you're getting from God that is different from when you're single or when you're even just alone. So yeah, now came marriage, I'm here into the marriage and submitting to my husband, submitting to my work, doing all these kinds of things. Of course, life again moving on. Now I have been blessed with a baby. Wow. What a blessing. What a blessing. What a journey. I had a very complicated pregnancy. Prior to my pregnancy, I had a miscarriage. And I know now the complications that I had and why I had them. More of the eating style or even the lifestyle. Sometimes we involve ourselves into certain family planning measures that you haven't made enough research about, or you're eating foods that are not right for you, or you have some kind of stress. You know, there's so many different things that can cause a miscarriage. But in my case, I would really like to strongly believe that it was, the method, the family planning method that I was using prior. And they usually say that you have to stop whatever measures you're taking before you can actually give birth. The miscarriage was not as tough as the healing process, because I truly believe that God was only going to give me the best, and if I didn't have it then, it surely wasn't the best. But the process after. And why? Because the marriage that I'm in, or the relationship that I have, I'm blessed to have a firstborn daughter who I managed to, be so involved with. And should I say this? It's kind of personal.
We said no cup today.
Huh?
Today we said no cup.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Let's, as you wish.
All
of
right.
course, yeah.
As the spirit leads.
Yes.
I had such a relationship, I have such a great relationship with my daughter. For anything, I believe that she has taught me to be a better mother, for my daughter right now, for our daughter right now, higher than I could have been of a mother. I love her so much. I brought her so close, and we lived an inseparable life. I really wanted to have a child of my own because I had experienced certain things I would want to do for her. I needed to seek permission, I needed to seek guidance, which again is the right thing because this is not my child. But now I had that need and that urge of really, really wanting to have a child of my own. And by the way, should I tell you, I never really thought about having a child this early. I know, you might think that it's late, but I'm the type of person that thought maybe I'm going to continue working, be the rich auntie vibe and having with all my nieces and nephews around me. But not until I had my daughter, my firstborn daughter around me, now I really wanted to have a child because I experienced her. Our relationship is so good and so forth and so forth. Even when you have a child or a sister, there are certain bonds to every relationship, and that was something that I really never had. So the aftermath of the miscarriage was what was really, really tough. So tough on me, because now I'm in the marriage, and of course a lot of people will say it. Don't ask married people, when are you giving birth? Are you pregnant? etc. You cannot know until you're in that state. I remember I was actually having my miscarriage phase when somebody said, you should be pregnant by now, you need to start planning, you need to get ready. And this whole time I'm thinking, sweetheart, We have never really made plans together, but why are you planning with me right now? And it aches, it really, really hurts. It almost feels like when you have a very poor hairstyle or a bad hairstyle and somebody says, you know, that was not the best hairstyle you could do. You already know. You already know because it doesn't probably suit your head shape and all that. So the aftermath of the healing process, all this was lashing at me. People who felt like I should be pregnant at that time, people who wanted to ask me, when am I having children? How many children do I have? So all these things were happening and they were going on and they broke me, they hurt me. With my daughter, she just looked at me and could tell. Of course, I didn't say anything to her. She just looked at me and asked me, are you really okay? Is everything okay with you? Blah, blah, blah. And I couldn't even tell her that, you know, I've been pregnant and I got a miscarriage because she was equally young. Guys, for sure, we shouldn't ask people about when you get pregnant, when you're married, when are you giving birth, when are you wedding. For anything, I would really love to appreciate.
When are you graduating?
When are you graduating? I would like to thank God for my parents because my mother always told me that God has set me out to be the best version of myself. And at the end of the day, whether I'm a mom, whether I'm a teacher, whether I'm a lawyer, I still have to be the best version of myself. Not that the world requires children from me or, you know. So I had that peace and comfort. But after the miscarriage, guys, friends, it wasn't an easy ride. Anyway,
first tell us about that, the first time you laid your eyes on your daughter. How did you feel? I want to know.
I was very strong, you know, because I'm actually a C-section mom. Yeah, for those of you who think I pushed, no. I didn't want to go in for hard labor. No, this will be definitely a story of another day, but when I saw my daughter, I was actually very strong, not until I had her cry. Oh my goodness, I started to tear, and then when they brought her to me, it just felt like, you know the first time you wear glasses? Or the first time you taste a certain food? Oh my goodness, that kind of feeling. Actually, when you wear glasses would be a very good example. Or for those people that have never eaten spicy food, when you eat spicy food, that shock that you get, a kind of shock that is very calming and relaxing and oh my goodness, you know, that is exactly how I felt.
Okay, that's good.
You have another question around that?
Yeah. How is the mother love? How does it feel to love a baby or to love a little human?
Beautiful. Phenomenal. I was in ICU after giving birth to my daughter for 3 days. And when I got out of ICU, when I woke up, you know, I was pressed on those, I've forgotten what those machines are called. I've forgotten those machines.
Yeah.
So we'll put the word down here.
Yeah.
Tap those machines. And I remember at that point, I had a very good nurse. And I remember at that point, her telling me, come back, you know, do this for your daughter. I had left my mother in the other room when I went to give birth. And I was thinking about my mother because I had my husband with me in the delivery room. And now I started to think about my daughter whose life I have brought to life. And I'm thinking I'm leaving my child just like this. It was such a painful time. Oh my goodness. Such a scary moment. And I remember the nurse talking to me and saying, do this for your daughter. Do this, just continue breathing in. Continue breathing in. Don't sleep. And you know, if you have had a C-section, you know how hard it is not to sleep after that procedure, because definitely the idea is to knock you out. But I fought so hard to stay awake, and by the grace of God, I managed to stay awake. But waking up and I'm now seated in ICU, I'm seated with all these pipes and drips all around me. Now is when I actually got scared and my blood pressure rose up, shot up. My blood pressure shot up and all these sounds are beeping, beep, 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 and everybody's running up and down in the hospital. By the way, I really believe that medical care is one of the best things that you could pay your money, you could pay your money for, because you will get that special attention and care. For anything, I'm blessed to be in such a city whereby really people take their jobs seriously, be it a waiter, be it a cleaner. People are very serious at their jobs. And so I saw all these people running around, coming to me. I could see everything but faintly and vaguely, but I could hear the machines buzzing. Pa, 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 pa. And when this doctor came and looked at me, just want to hold her name, she said, bring her baby, bring her baby. When I saw my daughter after those 3 days, my goodness. Newborns don't open their eyes. My daughter opened her eyes, looked at me, and smiled. And ever since that time, when I look at my daughter, I see that smile. I have had days when I'm feeling so low and I'm looking at my mother and she tells me, Shetira, smile for me. And I say, Mommy, I'm so sad. I don't even want to smile. And she tells me, every time I see you smile, it reminds me of the gums that you had, completely no teeth, and now I'm seeing you have teeth and you're a full woman. And I never really understood that. I couldn't, fathom that moment until now I became a mother. Every time that my daughter smiles, I see that smile, that first smile. I have kept the first clothes that I saw her wearing, that they brought her in. And when they gave her to me and they started breastfeeding her, oh my goodness, you friends. Oh, a feeling like no other. A lot of people will feel a lot of pain when you're breastfeeding, but immediately I held her in my hands, chest to chest, and then head here, and I'm feeling her, and she's just looking at me so deeply. And I said to her, welcome to the world, my baby. You are so blessed. You have come at a time when you are so needed. You will forever be needed. You will forever be cherished and loved. You will forever be listened to and heard. You are a blessing to me and a blessing to Papa. You are a blessing to our family. You are a blessing to this hospital. They have never seen anyone going to ICU for 3 days and come out the way I have come. I said so many things to her. And the whole time, she's looking at me, feeding, but smiling. God is so kind. God is so kind. I give him all the praise, glory, and honor. I thank him so much because I've been able to experience that. Now, really quickly, at a point where I am in life, my friends, you're definitely going to come across this video and I'm not a person that used to honor sleep. No. I had the belief that I need to work now. In fact, when I'm sleeping, people are doing more. Why should I sleep? I honor sleep. I honor certain things in my life that I really didn't. But most important for me is the love and the care that I give people. I'm one that is very opinionated. I'm one that has really something to say most times about something, even when my opinion is not required. I might not give it publicly, but I will look at a picture and say, that wasn't nice. Not just look at it and move, no. But every time I see somebody fall short of even a mistake that I see is a mistake, or they need to be pardoned or excused, I give it more grace. I'm the kind of boss, or I'm the kind of work colleague that will call and ask you, you're late. You should be here by now. Now, I call and say, hey, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. It is almost time for our meeting. Are you going to make it? And then you say, yes, I'm going to make it. I say, okay, I'm waiting for you. Now I wait. Yes. Now I wait patiently for everybody. Of course, it has a level of boundaries to it, but I will wait for somebody. I will hear you out, because I look at everybody like this is somebody's child, Ira, and this is somebody's mother, me. Motherhood, now God, because because it is another given phase that you can only know about or even experience when God has given you that grace that He gives you to walk over or do something that you cannot have until you need that grace. Motherhood opens your eyes to so many things that you could not think about, be it finances, be it your marriage, your friendships, your choice of clothing, everything. Motherhood really does that. And even if you say it may not have changed probably your choice of clothing. No, it did, because the first 1-2 days you couldn't maybe wear a bra, wear that skirt, or wear that dress, or wear that trouser, So I need you to just take a minute and look into the kind of person you became after motherhood, even after being a mother, rather, even just for a day or a minute. Thank you. I don't think there'll be any more crying.
Just in case.
Just in case?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So being a mother gives you this phase or this moment, this insight that you just never really thought that you had, which is the insight that I have right now. I have taken time to sit back, pause, think about what I'm doing, think about who it's going to affect, and think about its outcome, and then I can do it. This was not me before. It was not me before. And I know very many people will share these stories. These stories are everywhere online. But I tell you something, I need you to be more empathetic even before you get to that point of being a mother. I need you to be more empathetic even before you lose somebody. I need you to be more empathetic even before you get into a situation, because no situation is easy. It's not at all. These situations are hard and they are tough. So I gave birth in Dubai, and after that I went back home in Uganda. I was very well taken care of. Oh my goodness. We know that house labor or helps, they are quite affordable back home. Now here I am back to Dubai. I fly in with a help, actually more than one, and I have the help that I need in my home. Yeah, I have more than one helper in my home is what I mean. But I'm just so tired, my body is tired, my mind is racing, my heart is racing, and I just don't know when everything is going to fix or get back together. Motherhood, being a mother, the healing journey is so tough. If it wasn't for my husband, I would have been in the deepest depression. But he made sure he gave me the full support that I needed. At night, him being him, with the help that I had at home, that I have at home. He even got me a gym instructor to help me work out and fix myself. What was the problem? Friends, just carrying a child is enough. Yeah, it's enough. Because your body has already gone through so much to carry this child for 9 months. Bringing a child to life is enough. For anything, just lie in the bed and breastfeed. I know you may not have that luxury, but if you can get it, if you have it, take it. I was super active. Now, remember I told you in the beginning I'm a C-section mom. I had to have a repeat with fixing that area. Imagine the pain. Simply because I'm being active. You have all the help you need in the house, but you were doing this and that and the other, without just taking that moment. If there's a moment or a time in your life you become a queen, it's after you give birth. Yes, you because you have a prince and a king, whoever you've given birth to. Just relax. I remember a friend of mine telling me, and a lot of people on Instagram, because I was asking what would you say to a new mom, and everybody was saying rest, rest, rest. Rest sounds like just sitting down and being there. Who is not me? I'm not that kind of person. But take all the rest. Husbands, allow your wife to just sit back and rest. If she has those 3 months, good. Let her just remain in bed, have her food, eat, and relax. After all, she has done her godly duty of giving birth, and now she has to nurture. But the healing is very important, extremely important. Give yourself grace to heal. Give yourself time. Tick, 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 tick. Give yourself time to heal. When I had a rupture with my C-section, I remember going to the doctor and he said, you're a new mom, you're wedded, you're married, this is your firstborn. The baby's hardly a few months old. Oh, fudge. What's the point? What are you looking for? Just give your body time. It has gone through a lot. I know people say these things, but you've not heard them from me. And along the way, we pick up or pick on conversations that certain people have said, and we take them seriously. For me, this is a message to all the husbands out there. Give your wife the rest she requires. Be it staying in bed, be it sitting in a chair, whatever she feels like will help me reset, give it to her. Please. Thank you. Now, I face the greatest challenge of actually just accepting that now my body needed to heal. That time of having to wait for my body to heal was not comfortable for me at all. I should tell you, I never used to wear a bra. No. Of course I would wear certain undergarments, but now I had to wear a bra every day and every night. And that was a very big challenge for me. A huge challenge for me. The breasts are leaking, and all these things seem normal, but they are not. They are not usual things. They are for only MVPs. Every mother is an MVP. I remember on very many occasions, I would look at my mother and ask her, no, I would look at my associates, and tell them. Actually, I would look at Miss Dory and tell her, you can't be trusted. You never told me that it was this hard. Friend, I still don't trust you.
I told you. At least on your baby shower, amongst all people, it's me who told you it will not be easy.
You said it wasn't going to be easy, but you didn't say it's going to be tough.
No, I didn't want to scare you. I didn't want you to give up in the middle.
No, I couldn't give up, but I need somebody to tell you that it's going to be tough. It's tough, right? Yeah, Mama, it's tough, right? It's extremely tough. And you can only go through it after giving yourself time to go through it. Now, what did I do about this moment? I took it to the Lord in prayer. Seriously, I took it to the Lord in prayer. Remember, my back hurts extremely. My back hurts. I would sneeze, my back hurts, walk, my back hurts, talk, my back hurts. I was in pain, excruciating pain every day of my life. And I couldn't do anything about it but wait it out. Yes, people will say you had to work out. Yes, you had to do A, B, C, D, F, G. Remember, your body is not my body. Your time is not my time. Even for the days when I dragged myself out of bed to go and work out, and the gym instructor or the trainer was downstairs waiting for me, I still felt like, oh my God, I don't even have the back to get up. But on the days when I could, I made effort, and he was very understanding. He would text me and say, I know it's going to take you some time to calm down, but I'm waiting for you. You've just given birth. I know that you need time, so I'm waiting. And I would say, okay, let me just go. And I would just go down. But I experienced a lot of kindness around me. Everybody was kind to me. Even my whole pregnancy journey, everyone was kind to me. I don't know if it's a pregnant thing or if it's just the city that I live in. You walk and say, oh, have this chair. Do you want some water? Do you want... Now I'm this person in the mall. When I see somebody pregnant, I ask them, do you want me to help you? Can you carry? I even want to ask them, can you carry for your phone? Because I did not even want to carry my phone. I know these stories are everywhere, but they've not been told by me. And so I want to share with you that we need to be more empathetic. We need to be very kind to ourselves and be very kind to each other, because every single person is walking through a door that they've never been in, and they are coming from a door that is fire, that is really, really hot. Everyone is transitioning every day to a phase that they are uncomfortable in, or even getting to a better point. I remember throughout my pregnancy journey, I never came out on social media or to the public and say, I'm pregnant. But I received so many comments like, oh my God, your nose. And by then, my moods were all over the place. I remember this one time somebody mentioned how my nose was so big, and I said, by the time I came to hold my phone, I'm seeing my nose. Yeah, my nose is big. You think I really don't know what I look like? But guess what? On that day, I was actually feeling my best. Imagine that. You're feeling your best, and somebody just comes and throws all this on you. And we don't want to admit it, but we need therapy. Why are you triggered by the way I'm looking? If your nose is small, just think about it. Why are you triggered by my outfit? Why are you triggered by my opinion if yours is better than mine? And so telling you the kind of person I was before and sharing with you the person I'm transitioning to, or I feel I am right now, I just want you to know that you will get to that point, and I pray to God that you will actually get a moment to experience that, because it is a moment of wearing glasses on the road and actually see how many cars are on the road, how much pain is on the road, how much struggle is on the road that you've actually not been noticing. I often say that to live is a blessing. It is such a blessing to have life, because every other day people are struggling to have the best of it. Every day. And so this life update that I've just given you or shared with you, tomorrow is my birthday, by the way. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, girl.
Oh, thank you, darling. I'm a born again Christian, but I believe that right now, after giving birth, I'm born again. I'm a completely different person. No, but don't try me, but
They should not tempt you, yeah?
Yeah, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. But I believe that I see things in a better light. And so, to my OBs and OGs down there, starting from the traces of life that we have walked, my OBs, my OGs, people that I've worked with, people that know me, if you feel that Clive wronged me, forgive me. Feel it in your heart of hearts. Earlier on this morning, I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and we were very good friends at university. And so I was texting her, telling her, life is so funny, because at one point I was really in touch with you and you didn't really care, and now you're in touch with me, but I'm busy with the baby. And she said, look here, Clive, when you went to Dubai, you got mute. When you got pregnant, you got mute. When you gave birth, you got mute. Even for your wedding, we just spoke like 2 days ago and you didn't even invite me. But she was telling me this morning, I'm at a place where I understand you. I understand why you went to Dubai and went quiet. Guys, everybody says that there's power in silence. Sometimes there's no power. You're figuring out yourself. You're just looking for, where do I land? Where do I sleep? What do I eat? You are just figuring out yourself. If somebody doesn't invite you to their wedding, It's because, like me, it was a very intimate time, a very intimate moment. God even changed my wedding dates. That's another story for another day. He even gave me the list of people that I would invite. Not to say that he didn't want you at mine, but probably that was not the chapter where you should have been. I don't know. For the times that I did not tell anybody that, I'm pregnant or I'm going to give birth, I was very scared. I've just come from a miscarriage, remember? I don't even know if I'm going to carry through with this one. And now, who am I going to start telling that, I'm pregnant? And then I have the joy of my baby is here. But now, boom, I'm in ICU, 3 days. So, life, like my mother always says, like some days you'll get to a shore where you can actually swim. Other days you'll get to a place where it is deeper and shallow. And other days you're actually just pulling through the water, pulling through. But if we all remember that we're actually trying to swim and nobody wants to drown, we'll be very, very empathetic, extremely empathetic. So Doreen has been asking me, what do you want to do for your birthday? What do you want to do tomorrow? By now, I would already be in the country, in the city, where I'm going to celebrate my birthday. By now, the outfit is already laid out. By now, the hair is already organized. I mean, look at my hair. I did it when, like last week.
Yeah,
and I'm just, puffing up my curls and I'm ready to go. By now, I would have so many things organized. But right now, I'm in a season of gratitude. I'm so grateful for the life that God has given me. And I simply want to spend my birthday just put in one area, in one space.
I think it's a thing about motherhood.
You think?
Yeah. Sometimes you think about all the hassle you're going to go through just to go somewhere without your baby, and you're like, is it worth it?
Exactly, right? Especially for me who carries my daughter with me everywhere that I go. I have my child with me 24/7. Another story for another day. Because also this world is quite wrong, eh? And I have been granted the opportunity by my husband to say, you know what? Sit back, relax, and raise our child. To God be the glory. Couldn't that be the best gift?
Yeah, very.
I'm so blessed.
So many women are out there, they would wish to stay home and just mother their children, at least for even 6 months.
I know.
And they can't.
I know.
Yeah. So you are blessed.
I'm super blessed. My message to you today, this birthday: more empathy, more love, and be kind to yourself. Be kind. I cannot, of course, end this video without thanking and appreciating the people that have been with me throughout this journey. Along the way, God will send you angels. God will bless you with people around you. Of course, I would love to thank my mother who was with me throughout the whole pregnancy. I had a really tough one of nausea and vomiting until my mother came up with that concoction. By the way, that concoction has saved thousands of women.
Mm-hmm. Please comment below.
Comment below. Tell us if you've taken that concoction and what you have to say.
If you are one of them.
And I understand why my mother said she had sleepless nights until she had to do something about it. Because I see my daughter, when she has a cough and flu, I will do everything possible to make sure she sleeps comfortably. I would rather sleep awake if it means to fan her. And then I went through a phase where my skin was so dark that I would tell you, Doreen, all the time, and she'll be like, no, that's a 2 no. But I know, you were just soothing me. Eh?
Yeah, it's the pigmentation, because I know it even after birth, that pigmentation can take some time to go.
Yeah.
But eventually it just goes so.
And then my mother bounced in again with a blessed cream. Guys, I wish I could show you my tummy. Clear. And then I started using the cream and then I started bouncing back. And then I would love to appreciate and thank my friend, Doreen, Maburizana, for always holding me down.
Vagins. I'm gonna touch this.
One of your flowers. Oh, my friend Vivian.
Aww.
My therapist.
Yeah.
The days when Miss Doreen was not available.
Yeah, blame it on these people right here. They used to
send you all the orders. Imagine now.
We can't get through to mistake.
Yeah.
Please help us.
Thank you guys so much. I mean, without your orders, I wouldn't be, sitting here right now. Thank you for keeping Miss Doreen busy. Thank you so much, Vivian, for holding me down, for listening to me. It's different when you're talking to somebody who's not going to judge you. And please, for everybody that says, ever since Clay gave birth, she changed. Yes, I changed. No, I'm no longer the same person.
Yeah, you're a mother.
I'm a mother. For anything, my body is not even the same. But I would speak to her on a mom-to-mom level. I would speak to her on a mom in Dubai level. I would speak to her on a tired, she really got me and understood me. And Vivian, I'm so grateful to God for you. I'm so grateful to Martha, who was pregnant with me also at that time. When you're pregnant, look out for the next pregnant person, or even your neighbor is pregnant. I'm just a twin. Because when she says I'm thirsty, you will say, I will get you the water. Because you know how thirsty that person is. Martha, you held me down. My friend Carol, for really and truly understanding,
She was also a twin.
She was also a pregnant twin at some point. My sister, Mamina Longo, we gave birth a day apart. Thank you so much. My bigger sister, Katsha the Papias, who is our firstborn and also a mom, she will tell us, now you're going to feel like this next week. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. You really held us down. Thank you so much. Usually when you're thanking people, you may forget one or two people, but I want you to know that I thank you all. I really, really do. To all the clients that were writing to me and understood. I even have clients up to today who ask me, are you available to go to the mall with Ira and look for me, get this? And I'll say, yeah, I'm ready to get it. For the clients, I'm extremely grateful. Can I say? To the clients, I'm extremely grateful. Extremely. I cannot take it for granted. To the people that I work with at home, oh my God, the house helps. Taking care of a pregnant woman. They say there are 4 casualties. The babies, the pregnant women, the elderly, and breastfeeding mothers. Now for us, we're even harder to take care of. Because for instance, when I'm going to Palm, I want hot water, I want tea, I want this, I want that. But I have received all the love that I could ever ask for and more. And of course, I want to thank my baby, Ira. I know you're going to watch this. You made Mama a better person. I look at life much differently, in a completely different angle because of you. I cannot end this video without thanking my dearest husband, Mr. Mteli Idris, Mwami Mteli, His Excellence. Thank you so much for being a supportive partner, for being a friend to me. Friends, you can send in your application to Mr. Mteli for the friendship basis because everybody deserves a friend like him, truly. Your friends are so blessed to have you because they get to experience just a part of you. Thank you so much for being completely selfless, giving me the opportunity to be able to raise our daughter and even allowing me to let my body heal. I don't take it for granted. And of course, thank you to my social media fam.
The Insta faves.
My Insta faves. I'm on so many different social media platforms that nobody can beat my Instagram people. Nobody. Thank you guys so much. We have created a group. We have created a community. This is a big shout out to the Mom Club. The Mom Club is when you actually, a place you get to know that you're not alone and that you are in safe hands. You are not alone. Friends, I want you to know that you're not alone. And in case you have any inquiries, if you want to more bits and pieces of my story, because I know that they'll make your journey easier or smoother, don't hesitate. Just DM me. Let's chat more in the comment section, and I hope to be back with another video. But what more would you like to see? Because now I have a lot of time. Hey, I'm a breastfeeding mother raising my child. I have all the time in the world. What more would you like to see on this channel? I can't wait to hear from you. Let's have a lot of fun in the comment section. Until next time, to live is a blessing.
So live
Bye.
with a blessing.